So I'm falling short on my... Uh-oh. Goodbye.
GG.
Nope. All right. There we go. All you just saw now means nothing.
Get ready for the next battle.
Right, so I am curious as to what kind of illegal narcotics Bandai Namco has at their offices in order to, you know, convince yourselves that knocking everybody down a peg and dropping their ranks was a great idea. I mean, I'm not into narcotics or anything like that. I mean, I know some people who are, but I'm not. And I just... there has to be something to explain just how dumb I find this decision to be. I don't find it dumb because I lost my warrior rank so much. It's more of the progress. Warrior rank in the grand scheme of things is, you know, it's a small rank. It's not very high. Most of the expert players are going to still think I'm a scrub. But I don't like it when people find it smart to take my progress away. I mean, I still have my wins and all that, but that doesn't mean much. Anyway, let's commentate the match here. So, Huarang, a character I have some decent experience with. But before I go into that, I would just like to know, why does a guy who, at most, might be a high green rank know how to do combos like this? I understand that a lot of the more novice players focus on combos first and everything else second because combos are cool, but, well, for starters, Huarang's combos are not the easiest thing in the world to do. And two, most of them look at Huarang's kicks and just go, "Oh, I can just spam these for easy wins." Yeah. Well, that's not getting them anywhere right now. I mean, it is until a little later. Okay, let's just get to the topic. Yeah, typical scrub Huarang really likes to make use of that, and I was, you know, not savvy enough to block it at that moment. It has been a hot minute since I've really devoted any time to Huarang, but... Alright. Now, I fought plenty of Huarangs online by now, and pretty much all of them have sucked. I mean, occasionally I remember getting one in Tag 2 that was good, but pretty much all the ones you find in rank are garbage. At least when you're low. And I just can't. It's easy to think that you can just spam stuff with Huarang and get results, but no, he actually has some pretty good weaknesses. Some of which have been covered from Tag 2, I think. He's got more mids in his strengths now, as opposed to either going high or low and having to try to cover that up. But overall, he seems like a pretty good character, I think, this time around. I haven't dabbled with him myself. I used to play him in Tag 2. I haven't really done that because I abandoned Huarang for characters that I thought would be easier to handle, I think. And which is how I got to Asuka. I tried to be a gym player too, but I just wasn't as invested, as weird as that sounds. Yeah. By this point in the match, I kind of tried to slow things down and, you know, wait for him to act. Try to poke some holes in the things. Try to call back on my previous Warren experience, which is, you know, very little of, but it's something. Yeah. That particular move there, he uses that a lot, and I don't know the frames on it. I should be coming into this more informed than I actually am, but he misses that a lot, and he missed that pretty badly. That's... Online Warrants seem to think they're invincible just because they can spam kits from stance attacks. No, you're not. Otherwise, I would have made it to Red Ranks and Tag 2. And yeah. And that's a good strain, I think. I'm surprised I managed to block it. But, yeah. Alright. That move. Keep doing that. Keep getting hit. And just... It amazes me just how dumb some of these players can be, especially with a character like Hwoarang. Use the same move over and over again, get punished over and over again. Oh, maybe if I use it this time, it won't hit. I kind of wish I had a clip from Far Cry 3 to insert here and then just, you know... Oh well. At least you have the decency to run, I guess. So what do we get now? Oh no! It's a law player! Because of course I was gonna get a law player here when I try to frickin' go in a serious rank run. Of course there's a law player. Of course! You know what? Just fuck the analytical commentary. I'm just gonna... This is a live episode of Flippy Shit now. That's what this is. I'm going to be counting down how many flips this guy does, and it is going to be glorious because there's quite a few of them. And I guess since I never really... I mean, if you don't know me personally, I've never did explain why I dislike Law, and I'll try to do that during this match when I'm not freaking out over just how stupid this character is. Oh, there's one flip! Already, open the match with one flip. You can tell that's a good sign. You can just tell. So, two flips. That's 2, 3. Oh my goodness. I'm not even going to be able to talk. I'm just going to be focused on counting these things. Anyway, Law. Why do I hate him? He's an annoying character, for one. Not even just the noises. He's just annoying to fight because a lot of his moves are pretty fast. I don't know the frames for his moves. Again, I should come into this with knowledge. I mean, part of the reason why I wanted to do this was to improve myself in a way, but yeah. And I don't know what happened there. Oh, and I don't know what happened there. It's a camera cut. That happens sometimes, unfortunately. I don't know why, but I guess because I have too many clips saved from games, it occasionally just clips the thing. 4 flips, 4 flips. Let me know if I missed one in the comments. 5! Oh my goodness. He was definitely gonna go for sits if he didn't hit that. Oh man. Sits! That's sits! 7! Look at this. Look at this stupid... This is such a typical Law player in a half. He's got the power crush, he's going to spam it. He's got flips, he's going to use those. He's going to use the same few moves because most people can't block them. Sometimes I can't flop them. That's 8. Yeah, just look at this. This is the most patterned Law player. If he got a Rager, he's going to use it. And that's so satisfying, just to break his neck and see him falling on the floor. 9! Not the German word for no, that's 9 flips. Oh my goodness, I hate... So, going back to why I hate Law, you know, before he gets another flip in. His attacks are pretty quick. And he can jail somebody pretty good if he knows what to do. A good Law player is probably one of the most annoying people to fight. I will say that right now. A good Law player, assuming you can find one. Eventually I managed to get savvy enough to be able to block that. Yeah. And he can always seem to combo into flits pretty well. I mean, Law Law players get the flips a lot, and that's 11. I'm counting that as 11. Oh my goodness, that is so... Let's try to keep on track, Jack. Let's do that, yeah. Very quick. Another reason why law players are so annoying is because, put simply, it's the players that make the character more annoying than the character should be. I'll just say that right now. I don't have a lot of respect for the law players that tend to rely so much on the flits or the same few things. It's annoying, and it shows that you don't care about the game. You just want to try to get a cheap and easy win. Maybe not cheap, but you know what I mean. Just easy win, cheese your opponent, and Law is one of the cheesiest characters around, I feel. 12 flips. And another reason why I'm annoyed by Law is because 13, 14. Just, you really want to drive this number up, man? Come on. Just, this is post-commentary 15, and I'm already riled up. I'm trying not to show it, but I am... But anyway, I know that... 16, 17, 17. I know that the martial law kinda 18 predates this archetype 19. He would have gotten 20 if I didn't block that. But Law is one of many characters in fighting games that just takes after Bruce Lee. And he's one of the lazier 20, one of the lazier examples of this, because I mean, it's not that I don't like Bruce Lee. I like Bruce Lee. Like any other martial arts aficionado, I have a lot of respect for Bruce Lee himself. But does that include 21? Does that really mean we have to insert some sort of XP of him in every fighting game? I really don't like that. And Law's one of the lazier examples because 22, 23, 23. Appearance-wise, he's basically just Bruce Lee with a couple differences at most. And, you know, story-wise, I actually like Law story-wise because I can relate to him in that sense. It's just a shame that I hate... It's just a shame that competitive Tekken has actually ruined the character for me in many respects. But, alas... What can you do? Yeah, I don't know if that's a safe on block string or not. I've never really assumed it. I've just automatically assumed that most of Lost stuff is safe just because of how much trouble I've had with it. So I'm most likely wrong because this is me we're talking about, but I just... Let me guess, what's your combo? 24 flips. It's the best you can do. 25! 25. 26! 26! Is this the best you can do, man? I just lost track of what I was even gonna say. Oh yeah, Bruce Lee clones. I don't like them. The only ones I like are Liu Kang because not only is his appearance different, but they actually put effort into making him a character. And, Jam from Guilty Gear because she only gets the Jeet Kune Do style from Bruce Lee and nothing else. She's completely unique otherwise. Speaking of other characters that annoy me, frickin'... I'm not one of those people that just, you know, raged like their cat got killed when Lucky Chloe got announced, but she's not the kind of character that appeals to me. I'll say that outright. However, Lucky Chloe does annoy me, I will admit that. And to be fair, part of that's up to the player, depending on whether, whether or not they want to be enough of a shithead in order to annoy me. And some of that's just because of the character, naturally. Look at that Dark Magician Girl cosplay. You cannot tell me that's supposed to be anyone else. That's on point. I'll give that one credit. And the thing cut again. I swear, I did not cut that. I don't know why I would cut at a random point like that, but... Sheriff Rat 3 jank. Anyway. So, Lucky Chloe, what can I get about her? Well... she's kind of a confusing trickster character. I mean, admittedly, I haven't played her. I don't want to play her, but she can be annoying. As a certain so-called bad player, as she likes to call herself, can attest. She knows who she is. If she's watching this, you won by timeout, and I'm not going to accept that loss. Anyway, Anyway. Now, Lucky Chloe generally doesn't annoy me except for one thing, which is the stupid springboard move. I forgot the input for it. I'm really showing just how informed I am about Tekken. I am not qualified for this kind of thing. I promise next time I'll be more informative. Okay, the video after the next time I'll be more informative. Because the next one's just gonna be... You'll see when we get to that. You'll see when we cross that bridge, but... Chloe can be irritating to fight. I don't think she's, you know, super painful to fight. She's not broken by any stretch of the imagination. Let's get that out of the way. You know, aside from her springboard move, which I want to say they nerfed this season, but I didn't really see it in the patch notes. At least from what I can remember. But yeah, that thing did a stupid amount of damage, especially on counter, and I mean, it amazes me that a pop idol can take away potentially half your health bar in just one errant string, but what can you do, eh? This Chloe player isn't bad. Maybe not the most remarkable, but I will say this, is that she's not trying to scrub me out. She, he, they, whichever. They're not trying to scrub me out. They're trying to legitimately play the game, and I can respect that. I think this one got to Warrior 2 and probably got knocked down because, you know, either Harada or the Murray decided they were feeling particularly spiteful. I guess opium is a terrible drug. Assuming that it even is opium. I'm not even focusing on the match anymore. I'm just so upset at this. But yeah, most of this has just been a poke fest. You know, try to jab, get opening, feel them out. Yeah, this Chloe liked to use the same sort of similar pokes, and I'm pretty sure I eventually catch on to that, but for the most part, just I eat it up like I'm a starving hobo. And that was just so unfair how I lost it. I don't know why I thought 2-2-3 would work there. But I got a perfect, so it's cool. Yeah. So far, we're flying pretty high, even though it came pretty close to being terrible. These green rates are still easy to promote from, but on the flip side of the same coin, as you'll see in the future, they're also easy to get demoted from. I don't know why you're seeing that in the future, because I'm about to demote this Chloe. I'm guessing that move is either a very deceptive mid or low, I can't tell. The one where she does the chops. Surprised at just how often I get F2-1 off against some of these ranked players, especially when they block the first hit. Hey, poke? Poke? Uh-oh. I'm getting launched. That did surprisingly decent amount of damage for what looked like a pretty simple combo. 1, 2. How many times am I gonna get hit with that? Oh, lucky Chloe, lucky Chloe. I still, honestly, as much as she annoys me, I still don't really know what to think about this character, even 3 years on after the game's initial release. I honestly don't think I'll ever play her, just because she doesn't hit the same notes. I'm not into the whole pop idol thing. Some cases I find it annoying, which I'm pretty sure was the entire point of the character. I mean, we know Harada by now, right? I mean, fighting game devs in general, they're just gonna be dicks if they feel like it. I will say this though, summer offense kind of confuses me just because I just plain don't really know how to fight. I don't really have a game plan with Chloe. I just have to play to the match and hope the hell that they are predictable enough for me to beat them. And most of the Chloes I fought online are. I mean, if you remember the video I made a while back, I think it was about 2 years ago now, where I fought a Leo. I fought a Lucky Chloe as Leo, and the Chloe kept doing the high-low string. That was a surprisingly decent amount of damage. What's it with this character and damage? I don't get it. 1, 2, 3. Look at that! Man, I just barely stole that. Alright, got back the fighter. Yoo-hoo. Hey, I'm so happy that I got this rank that I already got and didn't even get demoted from. Rare footage of a match against a lay player. This is probably the 6th lay player I've ever seen. It's great that they added lay back, but definitely playing to the minority on that one. Oh well. Lei is a cool character. I wish more people would play him. Sadly, I wish they were put in better hands rather than, you know, this guy. This match. I remember this match well enough just because of how controller chewy this person was. Yeah, this is... You're about to see. At this point, I'm getting confident. I'm just poking up. And I don't even know if this player even knows what they're doing. I'm thinking they're just kind of hitting whatever button looks cool on the controller. Yeah. It's weird because looks like a competent player, but some of the decisions they make is just so off the wall that I can't help but wonder what were they thinking. Okay, managed to take that one just by waiting it out, basically. And the footage cut again. Yeah. That's one of the few moves from Lei I can usually block the little, what, mid, low, or high, low. For some reason I didn't block it that time. Right, yeah. Look at this. This guy is getting his aggressiveness stat up to, you know, S++. He really wants a good grade from the teacher. Granted, I'm attacking pretty crazy too, but still. I mean, I'm trying to calculate offense. I'm not trying to go all little Timmy Deluxe here like this guy is. At least he got a decent looking combo. I feel like he could have gotten more at the wall there, though. Oh, look at that. I wonder if I could have combo. Probably not, because that was just such a weird hit, but if only. If only. Alright, that looked kind of cool, I'll admit. I'm honestly surprised I didn't lose this round. Oh, wait, that's why I didn't lose, because he's trying to attack and I just threw out the misstep 3-4. Oh, boy. Oh, look at that. Little Timmy, once again, getting punished for just hitting those buttons down there. He's down the well and he just can't see, so he's just hitting whatever he thinks might work. Alright. Overall, that one was an easy match. So naturally, I just have to fight him again. The same that little Timmy gets just further down the well, but oh well. I can't believe I just said that. Oh. Anyway! So, little Timmy couldn't beat me before, so now he's just turning it up. He's just... And by turning it up, I mean he's just going even more. I don't know why running 3-4 could pick up. I don't know why it keeps clipping my clips here, but that was even worse. I don't even. How many seconds of footage got lost that time? I don't even know. Oh, look at that! Look at him. He's just going crazy. He's like a drunkard that just is aware that he's drunk, but his solution to get undrunk is more drink. Kind of like those Huarine players who go, "Oh, I can't win. I must smash kids harder. Oh, I'm a law player. I'm not winning. I must flip harder. I'm a king player who can't seem to hit his grabs. I must grab harder. I'm a lead player who must have his combos, so I must combo harder." The heck? Oh my goodness. Okay, admittedly, that little sequence was actually pretty hype. Good lay players can be very fun to play against. It's like watching a Jackie Chan movie, but you're actually kind of in control of it. Why am I not blocking that? Did I really forget how to do that? Uh-oh. No, I will not stand for this tomfoolery, sir. And the combo on that. And the Chad blazing kick. That's the first time I ever hit one of those in rank, I think. I didn't even mean to do that. But I managed to hit it anyway. It's crazy. Well, anyway, now that we got that over with, you saw all the good parts, now you're gonna see the painful parts. Yay! I'll see you next time. This is me, and I am gonna go find a bucket to cry all my tears in.